If you think that you already have seen how powerful Nidus, then think again. Long endurance runs in the normal star chart are just a taste of his true power. Take him to hard mode endurance runs, and you'll be surprised at how godlike this frame can be. Steel Path should pose a threat to frames, but somehow, this new game mode is just like a playground, especially to those god-tier frames like Nidus. The thing is, Nidus abilities excel better in Steel Path, and in fact, some of the things you need in the normal star chart are not needed anymore in hard mode. For example, some solo Nidus players would run rage on this frame, just to make sure that he will have enough energy to cast his abilities. But in hard mode, all you need is your virulence. The same goes for survivability. In hard mode, the word undying can truly be harnessed by Nidus. Just like how Nidus can wreck the Steel Path endurance, my build for him is also simple, and you can achieve it by investing 14 Former on this frame. I'm just kidding. It will only take 5 Former to replicate this mod setup, and it will only require 4 Former if you don't include Vigilante Pursuit on your build. Okay, so let me explain why I choose this mod setup. I decided to go with max power strength and minimum efficiency because virulence does work well in hard mode. Enemy spawn are very abundant in hard mode that all you need to do is group them and hit them with your virulence to regain energy. Also, it's way easy to stack mutation and keep it at 100 to get the full benefit of both damage boost for your first ability, and the undying mechanic which turns Nidus invulnerable for 5 seconds. Also, this build doesn't have plenty of duration because I want lava to be short so I can recast it immediately. You don't need to worry about both Parasitic Link and Ravenous, since with this amount of duration, they will still be active for a decent amount of time. Also, I choose overextended for range because I want primed flow in my build. If you would like more power strength, then you could choose stretch and auger reach. But in my case, having a lot of energy is greater than having a lot of strength. It's because, once you go against endgame level enemies, the damage of your virulence, nor the heal from your abilities won't suffice. Most likely, you will be stacking your mutation for that invincibility and killing a group of enemies with either your primary or melee weapon. Now, both Vigilante Pursuit and Growing Power are not necessary. In fact, you can just put Steel Charge on this build, and have a higher level adaptation on your build. However, I did tune this build specifically for a crit Kohm build. Both these mods do contribute to the critical chance of my primary weapon. Growing Power gives out extra power strength to teaming virulence, while Vigilante Pursuit gives a chance to make those orange crits become red. Before we proceed, I would like to say that if you don't want to see my crit build for Kohm, then this is probably the end of the video for you. You might as well opt out using teaming virulence, and try the insatiable augment for a melee undying Nidus. But if you want to learn, and see how powerful can a crit build Kohm gets, then continue watching the video. This mod will give you about 347% of critical chance bonus from teaming virulence. To achieve more critical chance, try to equip Arcane Avenger if you have it. If you are worried that we won't be using any survivability mods on the Arcane slots, then don't, as you will be relying on your Undying passive most of the time. Arcane Prime Charger is just a personal preference, and you can put any Arcane on this slot. Say, you can add Arcane Tempo for more fire rate on this slot. And now, let's head to my Kohm build. So this is one of those weapons that I choose to use a Riven mod. As you all know, I rarely use Riven mods on my build since I honestly think that they are just luxury items. Normal builds can get the job done, especially with the right mods and synergy. But in this case, since we will try to create a crit build for a shotgun that has mediocre crit chance, we will be using a special Riven. Now, this Riven mod is specifically for this synergy. Both status chance and crit chance are important for this setup. You may be raising your eyebrows right now because I put laser sight on this build, and you might be worried that you will have a hard time proccing the effect of this mod. Well, you are wrong, since somehow, the critical chance bonus of laser sight can proc when you killed an enemy that is grouped by your lava ability. With the amount of critical chance you have from both teaming virulence, and critical mods that you have on your Kohm, you will most likely gain constant orange crits, and will also deal red crits pretty often. Is it worth it though? To be honest, it is really worth it. Kohm with a crit build can shred enemies grouped by your lava ability, and to be fair, this wasn't all my idea. One of my patrons handed me this Riven and he dared me to make a red crit synergy for this shotgun outside Harrow's Covenant. This is what I came up with, and to be honest, I like this synergy a lot. It's not just I made my Kohm do red crits, but I made it work in real missions. I'm proud of what I've done, but it's kind of sad that I will be returning this Riven soon to the owner. Rest in peace crit build Kohm Nidus, I will forever miss you. So anyway, if you have a Riven and you want me to build Synergy for it, feel free to message me on either Discord or Twitter. I will happily make a Synergy video for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Probably I will be publishing that Riven video, and then I have something in mind for Volt, Wisp and Garuda. So, feel free to subscribe if you like to see more content from us. Squad leader signing off.
This is the future. Human error. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution. This is the future.